All right, you know the band. St. Ricketts. I got the volume up behind me. I'll turn that down. St. Ricketts. www.sricketts.com. With fire cannot burn. Oh, they're searching for something. They absolutely are. We're searching for something too. We're searching for some Tuesday night live action and some fun and excitement right here as we are 100% live for another episode of The You Show. No worries, everybody. I know you're going to ask, where's Jewel? She is a couple minutes behind. She told me a little more work training. A lot of training lately. Jewel said a lot of new people, so she's doing the training. And meanwhile, I start the show on my own. Jeff the Shark Perini, ready for another Tuesday night. And you know, I say every week, I'm like, man, we have so much music. Maybe we'll switch it up. And then I say, you know what? Nah, I love music. I absolutely do. And tonight, you're in for a treat. Another great band that we met at one of the awesome Future Stars shows at Sweeney's in Northeast Philadelphia. Cool guys. Great sound. We went to see them that night, and I'll talk about it again with Jewel, because when Jewel's there and she says, yeah, get them, I go to work, because Jewel's got the ear. Jewel is the one of the great taste, and tonight it is another great band, Stealing Society, ladies and gentlemen, our guests around 8:30 tonight. We're going to play some music from the band coming up shortly. We're going to chat with the guys around 8:30, and we're going to hype them up, and as we do in the Yo Show, kiss their ass, because that's what we do here. We kiss these bands' ass because, like I said, everybody that comes on this show is a rock star. If you get on stage, you learn instruments, and you're playing music, and you're writing songs, you're a goddamn rock star. Speaking of rock stars, J.D. Wolf in the house. Yo indeed, dude. Thank you so much for tuning in. Great show tonight, JD. You know I bring the heat. And the Philly sound right now, man, the Philadelphia area and Pennsylvania and upstate and all, it's blowing up. These guys are no exception. Great band, Stealing Society, around 8:30. We're going to play two from the guys. So that's coming up shortly. Wait for Jewel to get here in a minute. And then we'll do top five. And then we'll play some tunes. My wife is blowing me up because she's out getting ice cream. I got to make sure I get my ice cream. That's right. I'm a big kid. I want my ice cream. I certainly do. Whoops. Ass kissing is a specialty because we love music. Right. And like I said, man, and you know, JD, you're here all the time. You see the bands I share and the bands you share with me. And you come on, you become a fan all the way up from Minnesota. But you know how much we love music. And I go out and I listen to it, and people, bands start sending me stuff like, hey man, check this out, this is us. I'm like, okay, like, awesome. Which I'm flattered by, but I'm just a music lover, man. I love every inch of it, especially rock stuff and metal stuff and power ballads, you name it, man. I love it, and I'm excited tonight for another great show here. Yeah, man, so it's been the Philly thing. I got my beer tonight. I got my nail bite koozie because I dig them too. Just another great band. Got my Yo Show shirt on tonight, and we're ready for some action. Let's take a look at the scene. As you know, the Denver Nuggets are going to the NBA Finals. I'm sorry, Embiid, but Jokic is now making it to the Finals. The guys from Stealing Society got the thumbs down. I agree. I'm an Embiid guy. And I make no apologies. I don't. I freaking love Embiid. I love the Sixers. I do not like the Nuggets. I don't like any other team. Like everybody's like, oh, aren't you rooting for Jimmy Butler? Absolutely. And why the hell would I root for Jimmy Butler? Seriously, dude's in Miami. I got nothing to root about for Jimmy Butler. Do you want to see Boston lose? Yeah. I'm all right with that. I'm not rooting for Jimmy Butler. Happy LeBron's gone now. I think we could all agree on that. No more LeBron. Did you forget something last week? I did not forget. I did not, but thank you. And, it's nice to have JD, you're like the unofficial producer out there watching me make my mistakes. We do want to thank last week's guest, an awesome young band, Modern Yesterday. And it's funny, Modern Yesterday and Strange Culture, who we had on a few weeks ago, Stealing Society, we're all at the same show. Nailbite was there. So you want to talk about a cornucopia of outstanding music. That's why we go. That's why we do them. That's why we try to push them, because it's worth it. Edge the Sketch, good evening. And the pops are what it's all about, man. I'm a pop junkie, pop and music. And of course, my music section, the Funko Pops. Just all on this side here is music. Music down here. Real quick, Britney Spears all across the bottom. Elton John, Jimi Hendrix, Prince, Eddie Van Halen, Kurt Cobain. That's it for music on that side. I'm sorry, Brian May, Freddie Mercury, another Freddie Mercury, Duff McKagan, Joe Perry, Steven Tyler, Peter Criss, Slash, Angus Young, Axl Rose, Robert Trujillo, Ace Frehley. Oh, I can go on and on. I'm like breaking my back. I'm old. When you're old, don't twist like that. It hurts. But yeah, Strange Culture coming up at 8:30. Very excited for that. Gonna wait for Jewel to get in here. She tries to escape the top 5, and she's not doing it tonight. I don't want to hear it. And me and her boss are going to have a talk because this whole I'm going to be a few minutes late thing ain't cutting it because it's now 8:07. Let's face it. You come here for 2 reasons. The great bands and Jewel. Nobody comes to see me. I'm just a moron that runs this thing. But anyway, thank you again for being here. We do love it. Comment, I'm sure it's JD about Jewel. I feel you. Don't let her. No, we're not going to let her. I will do the top 5 list at 11 o'clock tonight if I have to, because she's not getting out of it. No way on earth. Speaking of getting out of it, the Phillies need to get out of it. They need to get out of this horrible slump. 3-1, they trail the Arizona Diamondbacks after 5 innings. And I don't really know what happened. It's like 2 weeks ago, they made their way back into second place. Did they not? Were they like 5 games back in second place? Now, I don't even look. I depress myself when I look. Now they're 7 back, but next to last. We are now in 4th place, behind the Marlins. Dude, Trey Turner even came out today and said, look, right now I suck. Not bad for $300 million. I could suck on the Yo Show for $300,000. I mean, help me here. Good evening, Al Mitt 1. Love it. Love the Twitch people to pop on too. Thank you for the Twitch followers. We're trying to make our name on Twitch as well as YouTube and Facebook and all that good stuff. So we greatly appreciate that. So Jules going to be a few minutes late. I'm going to share this. I hope the guys don't mind. I saw something really cool. And this is like right up my alley. I was looking at their YouTube page and I saw this awesome little press conference thing. Watch, this is cool. Because it's like right up my alley. Watch this. This is great. This is the guys from Stealing Society real quick.
We'd like to thank everyone today for coming to the press conference for Stealing Society at Little Brother Studio. I'm Joey Sita. This is Andrew Capizzi. All right, and there's been a lot of questions on social media with where the band's at and different things like that, so we just figured it would be easiest to have everything here once, get all your questions out of the way, and off to... Oh, okay, sir, yes. You have a question?
Yeah, where's your music at?
I got this. That's a great question, sir. Next question.
Cheyenne Tatum with the Hat Trick. I understand there are 4 members of your band. Care to tell us where the other 2 are tonight?
Yes. So Nate is testing the airspeed velocity of unladen swallows, and Colin is. Wait, did you tell Colin to come here tonight?
I thought you were telling Colin to
No,
come.
I thought that was your job.
Well, we'll get him in on the next one. Sorry.
All right. Don't know where Colin is. Anyway, next question. Yeah, back to you, sir.
Yeah, we're just like really curious. Where is your music at?
All right, sir. We told you we're going to get to that at the end. I know it's on everyone's mind, but just please be patient. Thank you. All right. Yes, to you, miss.
Hi, Jimmy Franco with The Breakaway. We understand that you guys had a show early in September. How'd that go?
Jamie, it went amazing. Thank you.
I don't think there's much left to be said
Where
there.
the fuck is your music?
Look! Dude, we told you already. We're going to get to it. It's...
Sir, I don't know how you got in here, but please keep the questions to, like, rational ones. Go ahead, miss.
I'm sure you guys know this already, but I feel like I need to ask anyways. The fans are dying to know. Where's the music?
Well, since you asked, we're actually letting everyone know the biggest reason that we haven't put any music out, it's all finished. It was stolen by none other than Jack Black.
Yes, the Jack Black, Nacho Libre, Jack Black, Tenacious D, and the Pick of Destiny, Jack Black.
We had a run-in with him at some point, and I guess he just got to. We showed him some of our stuff, and wouldn't you know it, he actually broke into Little Brother Audio and stole our music. And we actually have footage from him breaking into the studio that we're going to show right now.
So I hope that explains everything. As soon as we can get the tracks back, we will have them out. We're hoping within the next week. We have the FBI, ABC, EFG all working on it at one time. So they're very, very confident they're going to be able to find him. Unless he escaped to Mexico, then we're going to have a little bit of trouble. So we appreciate it. No more questions. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
I gotta tell you, I'm sure there's a little bit left to it, but that is right up my alley. I love comedy like that, and it's perfect. And when the dude's like, "Where the fuck is the music?" I feel that because that's what people are saying to us, like, "Jeff Jewell, where do we find your show?" Like, we advertise it all the freaking time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you all wait for. She is the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, and gosh golly, just the most beautiful face in all podcasts, webcasts, broadcasts, simulcasts, bodycasts. Jewel Tatey. Jewel, good evening.
Good evening, Jeff. How are you doing tonight? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I'm late.
We're doing fantastic. And, you know, sure you're a little late, but I explained to everybody how it works. That was hilarious. It was and I appreciate the name Almighty. That's awesome. Go on, way you get it in. JD Wolf says hi. Of course, he's excited to see you. And I was explaining to the audience earlier how it works. Like, we go to these shows to see these bands, and everybody says to me, like, "Man, you get out there, you're like obsessed." Nobody enters a music show with their ears in focus quite like Jewel. Jewel's locked in, and again, with Strange Culture and also with Stealing Society, she looks, she's listening, and it's like, them. Yeah, I want to get them. Let's get them. Just like, and no nonsense. Like, stop what you're doing, go get them.
Well, I mean, what do you do when you hear greatness? You have to go out and get it. So, yeah, I was just, we're such a fan of local music here, and just to see all these new up-and-coming bands and get to see them all in the same place at that Future Star show is just so cool. And hopefully, you know, there'll be many more to come because we just love finding new, fresh artists. You know, usually we hit social media because, you know, it's not always easy to get out all the time and see, especially like all the finest bands in one spot. But I feel like the Future Star show does a great job with that. And Elena does a fantastic job. So it's just really cool to see. It's like TikToks, you know, when great YouTubers just filter down all the really good TikToks so you don't have to like do the work. It's like Future Star shows. They're all great bands.
There you go. That's perfectly said, too. And it's funny because the one we went to, and when we found these guys, like Nailbite, Modern Yesterday, who was on Strange Culture, like they've all come from that. And other bands we have coming on in the near future all come from that. And to me, it's awesome. And it's funny because, like, Stealing Society came up, and I remember him saying something along the lines of, well, we're not really young kids. Because there's some, like, young kids, and then there's just bands, like, out there doing it. Doesn't make a difference if you're 5 or 105, rock and roll, music of any sort.
Yeah, and
You know
if
what I
you
mean?
would have told someone, you know, last week with Modern Society, the lead singer is 14 years old. Like, are
Right.
you kidding me? Like, she's so insanely talented. But yeah, if you have it, you have it. And I'm just so excited for these guys to be on tonight. I love their music. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great night. Again, I'm
Well,
sorry I'm late.
That's right. When I was 14, I was eating paste.
You know, like,
I hate to be slightly unprofessional, but
paste, but-
I lost one of their songs. I got to go back and get it because it's the one I really want to play. I don't know how the heck I just did that, but
do you have the video?
Yeah, I'm going to bring it up in a second. I don't know how I lost it. It was on there, and then I lost it. There it is. Okay, so try and do it without making any
Professionals
noise.
here.
There we go. All right, I'm just a mess. They said we definitely need like a stagehand. Anyway, real quick, Jewel, before we play the music,
Yeah.
top 5 list, because I know you're loving the one this week. Another friggin' dandy. We gotta start coming up with new topics. So
Yeah, I don't know. No, like our personal favorites. This was so vague and
It was-
broad.
it's top 5 goats.
Yeah.
Top
Like-
5 goats of different
what?
fields. Anything. It says, like I said, anything, any field. I'll show you mine so you see how wonderful this
okay.
is done. All right, number 5, football and Tom Brady.
Oh
I hate
my
to
God.
admit it, but
God.
Mr. Super Bowl.
Starting off strong.
Pitches by starting
Not.
off wrong. It gets better though. See watch.
God.
Number four, singer Freddie Mercury from Queen. He's the goat of singing. See how this all works out?
Alive or dead, I guess. We could just.
Oh, it could
do
be
that.
anybody. It's
Okay.
just the goat. Number 3, the goat of guitars, Jimi Hendrix from the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
You're getting like 3 out of me. That's it.
Number 2, the goat of talk shows. No, it's not me. It's Johnny Carson. And the Late Show, the Tonight Show, rather, with Johnny Carson. You thought I was going to say me, didn't you? And number 1, the
I did.
goat of basketball, of course, is Michael Jordan. I don't want to hear you LeBron people. I'm doing this on purpose. I purposely picked this topic because I want those LeBron people to kiss my ass. Michael Jordan is the goat. There. See how easy that was?
Yeah. If you just Google goats, that's fine.
I don't
It's
need to
supposed to be
Google.
our personal goats.
It is.
Okay.
It is definitely our personal goat.
All right, fine.
Got the Air Jordans upstairs to prove it.
Okay. I guess baseball, I'm going with Bryce Harper.
Wow.
Dude, and I heard you talk about Trey Turner. He sucks. When I went to the game Saturday, he was taking like a mental health day,
Dude, like what?
his paycheck, and he's taking a mental health day. Okay. I guess he's got the yips. Anyway, MVP football, I'm going with Jalen Hurts because he freaking deserved it last year. I was gonna do artists, but I like so many different
Artists
artists. There's this girl.
Give us an
I'll find her name at the end, but she does crazy work. I'll find her name. Singer. My favorite, personal favorite, I think is the most amazing singer in the world, female, is Suzanne Sundford. I think she is an alien. She's from out of this world. She's an insane talent. And number 1, of course, is Eminem. He's always the GOAT.
And there you go. He's the goat of like rapping. See, it wasn't that hard.
I'll find that artist, but yeah, I'll get to that now.
All right, we will rehash the top 5 later while Drew waits for our artists, because let's get to some music. And the guys from Stealing Society have already been backstage. And I always get this little bit of a giddy feeling when the band like watches their video and their music that we play. And our audio is not flawless. Their streamer is a little
No,
like, not
we're
flawless.
sorry.
But like you missed the clip, Drew. I played the clip of their press conference.
Oh,
they
I've
did.
seen the clip.
Oh
It's
my gosh,
hilarious.
it is
Yeah.
hilarious. It is so like right up our alley, and I'm cracking up. And I know when I watch the replay, I would hear myself cracking up right over the microphone, and I don't care because it's freaking hilarious.
I have to
Let's-
ask the guys what they think of Peaches.
I'm down for that. Let's
You don't even know what I'm
play.
talking about.
a song- No, I know, but I'm just I'm down for anything tonight. We're gonna play Evanescent Love, and I gotta tell you, man, I dig the ever living hell out of this song. Drew, it is super cool. It's about 3 minutes long. I'm going to play it right now here on the Yo Show. It is tonight's very special guest, Stealing Society. I'm going to play the song. In a few minutes from now, we're going to have the band on, and we're going to chat. So it's a great night. It's Stealing Society night here on the Yo Show, and we'll be back in a few minutes after this awesome song. Enjoy it. And comment. Let us know what you think.
You are the shadow on my shoulder. Disrespect the golden rule. your desires, and I'm no one else's fool. I see the color of your palette, confusing it's a shade of brown. Your deceptive brush-ons are your only reason keeping me around. Yeah, I know you only want my evanescent, dissipated love. Your jaded eyes are after evanescent, dissipated love. Well, I'm a sucker for compassion. Like to think this isn't just pretend, but there is no mistake. You only treat me as a means to an end. Just snap your fingers and replace me. You'll find yourself another man. In time, I'm sure you'll realize that ain't no one love you better than I can. I know you only want my evanescent, dissipated love. Your jaded eyes are after evanescent, dissipated love. Yeah, I know you only want my evanescent, dissipated love. Your jaded eyes are after evanescent, dissipated love. So go ahead and find yourself another man. In time, I'm sure you'll realize ain't no one love you better than I can. Yeah, I know you only want my evanescent, dissipated love. Your jaded eyes are after evanescent, dissipated love. Yeah, I know you only want my evanescent, dissipated love.
All right, absolutely 100% awesome. Evanescent love. And I tell you what, Jewel, we got to see them live. I got to party with these guys. I want to be in the next
Right?
video like
I want
that.
to go to that bar. Where is that bar?
I don't
Is
know.
that
but I-
Curran's? Where is
I
that?
want to be there. Curran's. It might be Curran's. I want to be there, wherever it is. And it's a great video, too.
I feel
Very
like I've
cool.
been there.
A lot of fun. These guys kind of like, to me, they kind of ooze the Philadelphia spirit. They're fun and funny, as you can see from the clip I played earlier. The music's cool. The video, they just get people like engulfed in what they do. JD Wolf, thank you, dude. That was awesome. Great stuff. Get to learn people as you go. So Almighty One is our buddy Bruce Heberlin Jr., who's part of the Nailbite family and one of the big fans of Nailbite. So thanks, Bruce, for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Hans Smith, another
More
great
nail
dude.
bite. Yeah.
Right, another great dude in the music scene, Hans Smith. I got my Nailbite koozie. Hans, thanks for
Nice.
tuning in, dude. We greatly appreciate it. We appreciate everybody that tunes in. We have so much fun here. And that's kind of like the thing we like is people from other directions of music coming in to check out the bands we have on here. And over the last few weeks, people said, yeah, let's see who you got. And like I said, we apologize. The audio is not perfect. We always work at that. We strive for it. But at least get a taste of it and enjoy what you see. And Jewel, I get blown away because everybody we have on, like the music's good, the videos are good, the character's good. Like I said, 244 and 0. Like we don't lose. We get great people.
Can't lose.
Can't lose.
So I was going to say, I mean, we really look out with these great guests, and it's kind of a leap of faith. Like we're like, hey, you do want to come on, but it's really you find out quickly what kind of people they are and how they are so passionate about their music. So I just feel like we really have lucked out with guests. Knock on wood. But yeah, we're going strong, and yeah, I mean, our audio is not great, but we're doing more live events, and we will be out and hopefully one day have a space and we'll see you guys live. And yeah, it sounds better from the stage. So we just got to get to the stage somehow.
Goals. And that's not a shout out to any former studio.
Yeah, no.
Silence.
No thanks.
But we do. And we're, if we can't be out there, we bring this to you. And even this to us is a godsend this StreamYard to be able to see each other and see the bands and play the videos, etc. And a lot of people were like, "Hey, I'm glad we finally got to see Jewel." And yeah, Jeff's there too. Because come on,
Oh yeah, I'm
my
sure.
ugly face. The only thing you get out of me is Funko Pops. All right, enough of the bull crapping and BS. Enough of the nonsense from me. It's time to talk turkey. Our guest tonight is a terrific local band. Like we said, we got to check them out at the Future Stars show at Sweeney's, run by the amazing Elena Brokus, who does a great job bringing these bands together. We played one of their songs already tonight, the Evanescent Love, which is awesome. Let's welcome Jewel, the dudes from Stealing Society. All right.
Guys,
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing
You
tonight?
hear us all right?
How's the
we
sound?
can
How's
hear
the
you all
sound?
right.
Doing great.
It got good, and I'm going to tell you,
A little louder, we can do a little.
A little bit.
All right, how we doing now?
Oh, that's even better. You guys are like blaring now. It's perfect. So first of all,
Okay.
and foremost,
Yeah.
So too loud.
Too loud. All right, cool.
okay, there we go. That's perfect. And we appreciate the efforts because some people are just like, "Can you hear me?" And we're like, "What the hell did you just say?" So we appreciate it. First of all, guys, thank you so much for coming on. And again, like I said, we go to these Future Stars shows, and I love everybody. Jewel's a little more picky, but in a good way. And like she's sitting there, she watches, and after the first song, she's like, "Yeah, them, we got to get them." So I'm like, "All right, let's do it." And you guys were more than kind and came out. So thank you, we appreciate that.
No, thank you, and thank you both for having us on. Seriously, we're really excited, and like didn't expect two people from the crowd that like pick our group out, but so it means a lot.
Well, we're
I was
flattered
like,
by
Joey,
that too.
this guy wants us to be on his podcast, I think. He's like, what? What are you talking about?
Like that guy?
so
Well,
yeah.
yeah, the girl's on too. Okay, we're in.
No, we're happy. We're happy after hearing that Jules' particular ear, especially.
Yeah, she really like she digs in, and I dig in too. But I mean, like to me, I like having a couple beers, enjoying it. It's kind of like a nice little party day out. And I'm just such a music junkie to me. Like, yeah, everybody's great, and that's terrific. But Jules like, no. Like, I want to listen. I want to establish. I want to get to know and feel. And she gets a feeling from bands like yours, and and I'm like, all right, that's perfect. And way back, not to brag on ourselves, but way back when we started this project, and I brought Jewel along, she's like, you know what I want to do? Local bands, independent bands, and I'm going to pick them out. So I trust her word, full and full. And her audio just cut out, so we'll get back to her.
Oh man,
Jewel
she gave
dipped
up.
out.
She'll be back
She's
in a second.
gone.
It's
She's had
the
enough.
beauty. It's the beauty of live. It's like, nah, trust me. She was really looking forward to it. So tell us a little something about how you guys got together, how you formed Stealing Society, and just moving forward.
I guess I'll take this one. So we've been playing together for kind of a long time. It was back in my my cousin and I, Andrew. He was the one in the music video and in the on the interview sketch that we did. We did I don't know. Well, so I mean, we were always cousins. We were always like family. See each other at family gatherings and stuff. But that was really about it. And it wasn't until after I started college and we went to a show together. I think it was Rise Against. You were there too, right?
I was there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. And just kind of like whatever, and and Colin here is friends with Andrew's sister, my other cousin. And so like that was the first time like any of us ever like hung out together. But after that, Andrew and I kind of started getting talking and realized, oh, you're into music, like I'm into music. And he used to be in metal bands and stuff. And like growing up, he's got a solid 5 years on me. But yeah, no. So after a while of that, we started trying to like collaborating ideas and stuff. And we've had the main 3 tunes that ended up on the EP for many, many years, and just trying to put together, the right group for it. And so, first things first, it was probably back in like 2015, 2016 or something that
Wow,
we
so it's
started
been
like
rolling
playing
for a
together.
while.
Yeah, it's been a while, but like a little less rolling. But but no, and then so we're like, all right, here's the deal. Like guitarist, singer. What else we do? Like we need a drummer, we need a bass player. So we're scouring everywhere for a drummer first. And how is it they came up to you in the bar one time?
So Drew came up to me at what is no longer McGillicuddy's in Roxborough. No longer exists. Yeah. But he was looking for a drummer. I was like, I mean, I play like my electronic drum set in my basement sometimes.
And he's like, perfect. We're desperate. We'll take it. We'll try it.
Like, oh my wee.
So, but you're free. We're like,
I was like, I'll give it a shot.
And so, like, we went over your place and we jammed out a little bit in the basement and we played a few tunes and then we're like, I think Drew looked over. He goes, so I see a guitar over there. Can you play the bass? And so we kind of threw Colin on bass, and he's been on ever since then.
So don't hire me as your drummer, is the moral of the story.
Yes.
All right.
But got a kick-ass bass player out of it. I mean, so after that, we cycled through drummer after drummer, and eventually found, like, probably by the time I was done college, like almost done college, we found Nate. It was our first like legit drummer that we stuck with, and he was the one who was on the EP and in the music video there. And
the magic of live.
We finally started trying to like, okay, what should we do? Yeah, that's kind of how the core original group, of which there are two main left of the original crew. But that's how that kind of started, and then eventually we finally hunkered down and went to recording the what is the EP All by Chance. So that got in there, which, I mean, I can keep going, but like I want to pause. I've been rambling for a little while, so you guys want to stop me at any point in time.
Shout out to Little Brother Audio who did our EP. They're a little place in West Philly.
Right.
So shout out to those guys. They did like almost everything for us, including the music video, obviously recording the songs. They did like photography work for us. So Vic and Matt, those guys.
Little Brother Audio. Yeah, they kick ass.
Do you still work with them?
Oh yeah, we still keep in touch. I mean, the plan is to continue with them as far as future future recordings and video type stuff. So as long as they'll have us, I think we're good to go with them.
Absolutely. And I mean, we've, as Joey was talking about, we had a few lineup changes in the more recent past. So we're at this point, we're kind of trying to gear up and kind of get our chops back, I guess. And then once we're able to play a few more shows, the plan is to get a few more originals, get back in the studio with those guys. And then
Oh, look, sir. We got a little bit of shaky audio tonight. We apologize. It's the magic of live and the magic of StreamYard, which seems to always dagger us right as the guests come on.
I know. I don't know what my problem was either. I had to hop out and hop back in. So if you guys want to do that,
yeah, maybe try.
Just click on the link again.
Back in. You could try that if they maybe bounce them out, see if they come back in. But let me text them real quick, let them know that they could try bouncing out, bounce back in. I mean, we always joke about doing it live, and people are like, "Wow, that site you use sometimes freezes." It's really not even about this site; it's just more about like internet.
Yeah, I don't know because my internet just dropped to nothing. So
okay, so
it's
they
just
did
that
bounce.
kind of night. Okay, cool.
They did bounce out. It is that kind of night, and you know what? Why Tuesday, man? Why Because I really I'm so dying to hear what these guys gotta say. Kinsey King in the house. We love you too, dude. And Jewel, I hate to keep repeating it, but I'm so sad you missed that show at Love Drafts.
I know.
Kinsey and Rain and just such great people. And Kinsey's become a good friend of the show, sharing it, trying to line up some bands, and we'll get together and talk soon, dude, at her show down at Dobbs. Jewel, you got to get down to Dobbs and see Burden of Guilt when me and Cassie go because they're great. It's Rain and Josh. Kinsey will be down there as well, and we're talking about maybe like a Airbnb and spend the night down there and just like tearing up Philly and make a night out of it.
I think that's the way to do it because,
Right?
it's such a hassle getting back. And then you're thinking the whole time, like, how am I going to get back? But yeah, if you stay and can just enjoy yourself down there and just make a night of it because there's so many cool dives and haunts and places for great music. So I love that word, haunts. I want to go to a haunt.
It's actually kind of new to them from what they're telling me. It's their first time ever playing in Philly, and they're not really, they're more like upstate. So to them, it's like an experience. And Josh is like, I know you can show me Philly. And I'm like, great, now the pressure's on, but that's okay. Oh, so we got one. Colin from Stealing here, trying to get back in. Sorry, no problem, dude. Take your time, Colin. We're here. Like I said, I'm actually off work tomorrow, so if this interview's got to go off at 1 a.m., I'm sitting here. I don't know about Jewel, but I'm here. As Jewel freezes again. What is going on this evening?
Sorry.
There you go. No, don't be sorry. It's just the magic of... All right, so here's the guys again from...
I'm off tomorrow, too.
Are you off tomorrow, too?
Let's party.
Yo,
We're going to do it. We're gonna
can
do
you
it
hear
24.
us?
Welcome back. Yes, we can. Ladies and gentlemen, Stealing Society. No, I'm kidding. That's awesome.
we had to
It
do
happens,
backup
guys.
plan. The computer kind of froze up on us for some reason, so we're on the phone now.
All right, that works. And, the weird thing is a lot of people resort to their phone when the computer doesn't work, which blows my mind from a technology standpoint. Like, how could your phone be stronger than a
Dude.
laptop? But it happens all the time.
I have no idea, man. But all right, sorry about that. Where we leave or where we want to get it back to?
Yeah, let's get it back to. Jewel will be back in a minute. Hers bouncing. I don't know what the hell's going on tonight. It's like evil spirit big time. Let's talk about the song, though, Evanescent Love. It's dynamite. It's a great song of meaning and feeling, but rock also. Tell us about the song and tell us about your writing process and all your music, because you guys pick winners. Your songs are terrific.
Thank you. No, thanks first off. That one, funny enough, Evanescent Love was supposed to be like the goofy throwaway one, but then the more we worked on it, the more it turned into like we're like, oh shit, man, I think this is a single. And it was like, so like because that was the one that probably we tried to put the least amount of like complicated type of stuff into, like no winner I've had since like high school. Like I wrote that stuff, like that riff and the main thing about that, and then even Tattered Soul was like, there was a little more into it, like it's a little more slow and sultry and all that stuff. But yeah, Evanescent was just the one that was like, all right, we're gonna do like a rock and riff type of thing. That was the one that Andrew, my cousin, and I actually like wrote together start to finish. So we're out. I think he came to me. He's like, all right, so I got this, and we kind of started to write the intro riff, legit, like start to finish song, like dan da da dan da dan da, and like, all right, what do we do next? All right, this chord, da da dan da dan, and like kind of went kind of piece by piece for the most part, and then eventually, like until there was a song, and that was really it. So guitar wise, it was kind of like a shared effort from between me and my cousin, and then after that, I mean, the bass part we ended up writing in the studio a little bit, kind of juicing that up a bit. The lyrics are all me pretty much for every song. And yeah, I mean, the weirdest part was like the drum beat. That one was like, we call it like the disco beat. And we've had guys, I remember, because it's that like, and they go, my crappy beatboxing, but they, I remember when we had Nate in, and we had the three main tunes before Nate was our drummer, and then we had him in, and we were teaching him the tunes, and he plays it the first time, and we stop, and he goes, hey, do you want me to like write something better for that? And we're like, nope.
Slow your roll there, dude. Slow your roll.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, so the meat and potatoes of the song was kind of written up until that point. Like the chords, the main riffs and stuff, and then all we really added by the time we got into the studio was we juiced up the bass line a little bit, and then we had the solo. we didn't have a solo written for it until we went into the studio. And I think I got to give them some credit. I remember Andrew said, I want something like, and he tried to describe to me what he like would hear in his head. And I'm like, and I'm the guy who's like, I got like the music theory background and stuff and things from like between high school and like marching band and doing like wind ensemble and with the trumpet and stuff. So I'm like, all right, let me try and convey what you're talking about in here. And I'm like, so it ended up being that like arpeggio, like, and I guess that was, he's like, that's it. That's what I hear. And I'm like, okay. So that was kind of like when he was still in the group, that was kind of a neat thing that would happen where if there was something that he's like, I want to do something like this. And I'm like, you're going to have to give me better than that. He's like, just work with it. I'm like, all right. And I just kind of figure it out.
That's pretty awesome. And that's an amazing skill. And the funny thing I wanted to come back to, when you said it was like your Goofy song, some of the times they turn out to be the best hits. And I remember hearing a story real quick about the band Quiet Riot. And they were handed the song, Come On, Feel the Noise. And they're like, we hate this song. So they said, here's an idea. Let's go in, let's butcher it, ruin it, and they'll throw us out. They did the cut. They recorded the cut they did in the studio and said, we want to sign you guys. Just like that. So you never know which song turns out to be the song.
Yeah, and are you ever going to bring the trumpet in? Because that would be, I mean, cool addition. I'm trying to think of like, I don't know. I'm thinking of that band. Oh, Fastball.
Fastball.
I want to say it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Okay, very good.
We need to do more ska covers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say earlier, I see you with your Alter Bridge, and you definitely have, Miles Kennedy-ish in your voice, and also
that's big. Not to cut her off.
Yeah,
That's big.
My family tells me to try and stop sounding like Miles.
But also like Michael Paulson, like Volbeat, like I feel like it's like a mix of the two. Very cool. Who are some of your influences? And then going around the band, I know you do the writing, but like who are the band's influences and who are you listening to now?
No, that's great. I love that question. Alter Bridge is definitely my favorite, which is why I think I appreciate you hearing and saying that you hear like even just a smidge of Miles in there. But so him, I love Volbeat, so that's a cool thing too. Other than like that, so favorite vocalist wise, there's Miles, and then second is probably Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco. Believe it or not, they're like
a goodie.
Yeah, they're my guilty pleasure band that's like outside of the realm of like rock and metal and stuff. But like
I feel better because I like them too. I'm always like,
nah, don't hide it, man. Don't hide it. Embrace
He's
it.
insane.
But I mean, I grew up on like Van Halen, Ozzy, those groups were like a couple of my favorites growing up, and eventually morphed into like the Alter Bridge. And I think I got into the 90s grunge like later, and now it's stuck with me. So like Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Pilots kind of and then going into like the Velvet Revolver with with Slash and all that, like, well, of course, Guns N' Roses. That's kind of like the main melds, I would say, for like what I listen to for my influences. Colin, what are some of your influences?
Joey's conducting this interview now. I mean, when I started really getting into like music in high school, really like dug Green Day, Weezer, Blink-182, all that like good 90s alternative rock, Offspring. And then, as I, went on a little further, started getting more to like pop punk stuff. Wonder Years, who are from Philly, for the most part. Lansdale, Philly, same thing. I'll get flack for saying that.
Yeah.
A little bit, but we embrace it. Everything's Philly for us. We're Bucks County as can be. It's like Philly. And
You're Bucks County, Jeff. Let's not
That's
get
what
it twisted.
I'm Delco, baby.
Delco, I'm Monco. Where are you, Colin? Are you in Delco?
I born and raised in Roxborough in the city limits, but currently in Monco.
Yeah, I was
I'm
Northeast.
sorry.
Northeast. Jeff can't claim that.
No, I'm born and raised in Montgomery, moved to Northeast briefly, became a Bucks guy, so anywhere in the area, and that's where and it's funny because we'll go see bands up at like Lovedraft, which is like 2 hours away, 3 hours away, and they're like, yeah, we need to come to Philly, and I'm like, just come on down, like, you don't understand, we don't have a following in Philly. I'm like, that's so weird, but I guess even an hour away makes a big difference. Do you think like if you guys travel an hour out, do you think you'd get the same kind of appreciation, and or do you think it's tough and like to break out of a little certain area? I don't know if I asked that right, but I'm you know what I'm
No, I
kinda
think I
getting at.
get what you mean. In short, yeah, I think it's tough.
Yeah.
We're still at the point where, the main draw that we get is like the people we know, and like the people that you reach immediately from just your personal circles and stuff. And we're happy to have the people that that are into our friends and family, and maybe they're people who they show the music to that come out. We're happy to have all that. Still trying to get a feel for how to branch out, especially in like outside the greater Philly area.
Yeah,
If you guys have any insight on that,
I'm just
We are-
saying the wheels are turning.
We're definitely trying, and we try. Like I said, a lot of the people that come in and chime in are people from upstate, and they have said, "Hey, we're going to start to watch you and appreciate some of these bands, and maybe someday put it together." And we're trying to get something together here and bring them down here because there's tons of great
We
music.
want a
in this area.
festival
what
of
a
all their
festival.
bands.
that'd be dope.
And I got to tell you, like, I don't know about you guys' marital status or whatever, but ladies, you got a good-looking hunk of a singer here. He's got that little that thing you do. Who's the lead singer? Jimmy.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah, they-
Jimmy.
Jimmy from that thing you
Jimmy.
do with the beard.
You're too kind. You're too kind. Thank you.
It's like I like shades. Yes, I do.
Oh my God.
You guys have a show on the 24th on Fire. You want to talk a little bit about
Yeah,
that? Will it
yeah.
be everyone or the whole crew, or will you?
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some
Let's
additions?
talk about that. Yeah. So
There's
so
other
tomorrow
guys.
playing
We should probably address that there's only 2 of the 4 people here in the band.
four
Okay.
and a half,
Well,
5.
yeah.
So tomorrow we're playing a show at the Fire it's in like North Philly, right?
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Like Northern
Okay.
Liberties.
Northern
I guess,
Liberties.
almost, 4th and Girard.
Yeah. So they've been good to us, So there's a group that's they host a lot of touring bands a lot, and they often give them the Wednesday night shows. So there's this group called Late Notice that's coming up from Raleigh, North Carolina, and they reached out to us and asked if we'd be on the bill. So we're going on the show starts at 7:00. We're going on at 9, and the people who are with us playing, who are the now permanent, fingers crossed, other members of the band. We got the other guitarist filled in. His name is Jay Biondi, and the drummer Alex Beiser, who slays. He was actually the one that was at the show at Sweeney's that you saw.
Okay. There's
So
definitely
thank you.
rock star names too.
Yeah, right. So, but we were happy because after that show, we were like, all right, what do we do now? Because we were, and then we got to talking with Alex, and he's like, yeah, dude, I'm totally in to do this. And like, we're planning to do a cover band as well, kind of deal on the side, because everyone was like, hey man, your covers sounded great. And we're like, thanks. Like, I hope the originals were good too.
Our press conferences are great, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
the greatest press conferences of any band I've ever seen. Phenomenal.
Dude, you know what's nuts? That you pulled that up, and I said to Colin, I don't know if you saw, I think we turned the audio down, but we were like, oh my God. I was like, I meant to hide these from the YouTube channel.
It's supposed to be in the private section of the YouTube.
Oh my God. But no, that's hilarious. You guys saw that and pulled it up. I wasn't expecting that.
Really funny.
Um,
But you
It
need
was-
that, and like I
Yeah.
feel like everyone tells us like, oh, you need like you need the shorts, you need the TikToks. Like, do you guys get into all that? I mean, that skit was hilarious. But how do you feel about TikToks and that promoting the band and the music, or
That
just
type of-
shorts even
Yeah,
like
yeah.
skits?
that type of stuff has definitely been more of a I guess, a weakness on our end. And we were talking about back when we were doing skits like that, we're like, oh, we're going to do a whole bunch of skits and they're going to be like this and that. I think Colin was like, all right, do you think we should, like, you know, write more music first instead of putting out that kind
You
of stuff?
do your
Like,
jobs.
I'm the responsible one. Yeah. But I mean, I think a lot of the pause had to do with like figuring out membership and things like that. Because yeah, that was a whole slew of things. So I mean, in short, I think the shorts and the TikTok is like where it's definitely, that's how you keep people stay present. I mean, all the people who like people, they either putting out like covers or putting out like little snippets of like them just playing something like week by week, or they're putting out little skits, and that's how they're getting the attention. So I mean, that's again something that we like to do a little more of without diverting too much attention from the writing.
Yeah, so it's just getting content out, you know, keeping people engaged.
We can
So
only
everyone wants
play
to know-
the same 3 songs from the EP for so long.
So there's another question of where's your music? But we got some of it down here. I assume you guys do go through Spotify. I found it on Apple Music, and of course, I already got you loaded.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the way of doing
appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we're on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and YouTube Music, Amazon, like all the main stuff. You can find us as Stealing Society. You should see the name of the blue logo. So yeah, we got the EP up there right now, and so that's where the current music is, to answer that question. And
There's
like-
the answer.
yeah,
I know, right? That poor guy got thrown out of the press conference and cursed at and all, and that was that easy. See that?
yeah,
I-
poor Matt. Yeah,
I do like the logo, though. I love that. Who came up with that design? That's really cool. The way it's kind of like melting away. That's decent. I like that.
all right. So a lot of that, and he probably won't care. So I keep talking about like it's a shame talking about like my cousin, because he's not in the band anymore. But
yeah, I get you.
but like there was a lot of like especially the artistic type stuff that came, like he was a part of. So he took the S from, there was like a little vape pen. I forget. I think it was called Ghost or something, or there was some something. The brand was like Ghost or something similar in that family of vapes. And he really liked the style of S. It had that kind of drip going on, like similar to that. And he brought it to the guy Matt at the studio. And Matt's the same guy who we were cursing out in the video at the press conference. Yeah. So Matt's audio engineer, and he also he went to art school, so he's like does like a lot of the visual art type stuff. So he does our photography and the like the logos and designs and stuff. So Andrew brought the little S idea to Matt, and we were fiddling around with that for a while. It went through a whole bunch of variations, things that look just cartoony and corny and stuff. And then eventually we got the layered gradient blue and gold looking thing. There, I will say the biggest reason why the S's are backwards is because we didn't want to have any confusion with certain other double S logos.
Yeah, we get you. We get you.
We're like, I think this kind of, this puts it straight.
Very important distinction.
Let's make them very round. Make them very swirly and drip them. Yes, okay, there we go.
Much better. See,
No.
Go ahead, Joel. Get in there.
Oh no, I was gonna say we had our own logo issues, troubles, worries. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Not only
But-
like oh, is it gonna look like something else? Like not only like work like not confrontation, like not only things that are issues
like
like
that
that,
thing.
but like does it look like somebody else's work already? You know?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, like our old one looks like MTV Raps, and
Yeah,
we
I
had
don't
to
know if you can
just
see in the corner.
scrap
It looks
that.
Like, yeah, it looks like the old
Oh,
MTV
geez.
raps, and then a
Little
buddy
bit.
of mine's in graphic design. I said, "This is what we're looking for, like something that says Philly with a microphone." He's like, "How about the Liberty Bell as a microphone?" That's how we came up with that latest one. So I get it, man. I get
That's
this.
dope.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I get the struggles of that. It's a nightmare. So
Did we ever find out where that was? Where the video was shot? What was the bar?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
You want to circle back
great
to that?
question.
You want to say that one?
Yeah, it was at it was at a bar in Manayunk called Castle Rocks.
All right, I'm writing it down.
And Andrew, who we keep bringing up, he is, I guess, so he worked there, and he was like real tight with the owner.
Yeah.
The owner graciously,
shout out the owner, the big manager, the manager there. Yeah. Shout out to Tim at Castle Rocks. For having to shoot the video there. That was really tight.
And he also did the cinnamon shot action fire thing at the end of the video too. So he should get a credit in that video as well if he hasn't.
Here you go.
But now we filmed it at Castle Rocks. It's right at Schurz and Crescent. So shout out to that place as well.
Yeah.
To have the sick cowboy doors going back to the kitchen too. So it looks really kind of authentic, I guess.
Yeah, we're really hyped to have that there, and all the people that came out to be like the faux crowd in there, and
They were on everyone's Words Down, and
I know,
some
right?
good actors.
Dude, it was actually really cool because like we tried to do some shots without the crowd there before we told everyone to get there, just get some if nothing else, get some B-roll. And I remember the guys Matt and Vic in the studio, they're filming, and they're like, man, this is really low energy, and it was like 10 a.m. or something like that or 10 or 11 on a Sunday, and we're all like probably recovering.
It's like
from
the beginning
Saturday
of Always Sunny, 10 a.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah, right. But and then everyone showed up, and they listened to it just took like 2 or 3 listens, and like through the entire song, and everyone basically learned all the words, and then was jumping around and looking like they're having a good time. So we appreciated that. It was good. It was
That's
great.
amazing.
Like we woke up. The guys were like, dude, from the difference between before everyone got there and after, like you guys, the energy just went through the roof.
That's what
That's
you
pretty
need.
awesome.
Yeah.
And I assume, when you do live shows, the energy of the crowd, even like we've had some people say, like even if there's 2 people out there, like them 2 people are locked in, it picks us up. I assume live shows give you just so much more energy.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I forgot to mention. So as far as people on the shows and stuff, I mentioned the 2 like new, definitely original permanent guys. I told you we're doing cover stuff as well, and so we have an additional singer joining us tomorrow night, and for the foreseeable future, his name is Dave Melendez, and he's from the band Liquid Monk, but he decided to join us in this project a little bit. So. I couldn't leave him out of there, especially since he's probably watching the thing right now. So.
That's awesome. Two great comments. One, our good friend Kinsey, who's also in music and has written some songs. He said, "You guys weren't in church,
Nah.
on that Sunday." And then look, we got a Colin fan. Mark
That's
Calls is a huge Colin fan. All right.
that is my sister.
All right. Hey,
There
that's
we go.
okay.
Listening from
Hi.
Chicago right
Oh.
Let me tell you something
Nice.
real quick. Again, not to cut off, but my brother still calls my phone Tuesday nights at 8:00. Doesn't even know my show's on. He calls me, so don't feel bad. Your sister's watching. She's a fan. Love that. My brother's like, "Oh, what were you doing?" I'm like, "Tuesday nights 8:00, bro, for the last 5 or 6 years."
Yeah. Same.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
So your sister's allowed. That's perfect.
So, what are some of your other favorite places to play, or where would you like to play that you've seen, or where's your favorite live music venues in the city, around the city?
In the city, around the city. I mean, places we have played. I mean, I like the Gem up in Spring City. The Grape Room was a great time to play. Those are probably a couple of my favorites. Colin, what did you say on that?
Well, now I was
He's
definitely
watching
gonna
his
mention.
fan love down there.
Ed.
I guess this is Ed's way of making me shout him out. So there you go, Ed.
Hi, family, who's also watching me. I'll just get it out there.
All
All right, but yeah. Colin.
No, I mean, I grew, like I said, I born and raised in Roxborough, so being able to play the Grape Room down there right off of Main Street
Oh,
was
yeah.
kind of surreal for me specifically. Pretty much growing up 5 minutes away from there, going to shows there, being able to see bands, and then actually playing there. That was pretty trippy. So I very much enjoyed that. We love the Nail too. That's a great place. The Fire, the Nail and the Fire, we've been to multiple times.
They've been good to us. They've been really good to us.
Anybody who invites us back, we like them.
Yeah, Swinging's really cool too. For places to play, at our level, I'd say I'd really like to do Johnny Brenda's or Kung Fu Necktie.
Yeah, now Kung Fu Necktie always gets mentioned here. That's one of Jules' favorite spots too. Great place.
Yeah. Yeah, hook us up.
Get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
More Colin fans. Even the new fans are Colin fans. See that? You're blowing it up, man.
Nice. I love it. Thank you for the support.
So, do you guys do music full time, or what do you do downtown?
No. I mean, that's the dream, of course, but I'm an accountant. I started
smart.
Well, I wanted money so that I could eat and play music.
Now you're gonna be famous and be an accountant, so it's
be able to do all our books. So that's that's my thing. And Colin, your specific thing. What do you?
My friends always have no idea what I actually do, but I'm a building manager.
Chandler, yeah, exactly.
Manager. You're all right, Michael Scott, manager.
Free
yes, the manager, but
no.
What we got?
So he jumped from Colin, and now he wants to be your fan. If he could be
we'll talk. Free plug. CETA Accounting Services.
I like it. Hey, you know what?
Taxes.
you just never know. So real quick, we see, and the big talk lately around the city has been concert tickets. The Taylor Swift with the thousands of dollars, and Springsteen and Aerosmith now. How do you guys see a way, because you're pretty intelligent guys, do you see a way it could be salvaged to get it back to, well, Colin, he's not an accountant, but do you see a way that it can level itself out and get the fans back more involved? Because it's scaring people off. I'd rather pay $10, $20, go to a local bar or whatever, than pay this insane amount of money.
Yeah, and maybe that's how the local scene is going to starting to come back a little bit. But I mean, it's weird. I hear especially my one uncle would always talk about the old days when all the tickets were the same amount of money, and it was really first come, first serve as far as the seats and everything. Dude, I don't know. But I'd say in my professional accountant opinion, I think we can solve it. No,
as a rock star, I don't give a shit. Pay thousands to come see me, bro.
I think as someone who plans on being in the top 1% at some point in my life, I think we should keep increasing concert tickets. No.
Screw all you peasants.
Give me money. No.
Somebody will come, I promise you.
No, they are too expensive, though, man. Colin, do you have a master plan?
Scalpers are the enemy.
Scalpers are the enemy.
Scalper, that's true. Let's do away with scalpers.
Support local.
I will tell you. I tried to become one at one point. Not legit. There was one concert. I was like, I'll buy.
Legit? Is there a legit scalper, bro?
No, I mean, not. It was one time. I tried to. I bought 4 pit tickets for it was Panic at the Disco, Weezer, and I think it was Andrew McMahon or something like that. Yeah. And I said I'll buy 4 pit tickets, and then I'll also buy some Groupon lawn tickets, and then I'll sell all the pit tickets at a premium, and that'll pay for my lawn tickets and parking and stuff and beer and stuff. And you know what happened? I got mono.
My god! So you lost 7 tickets.
No,
that's karma for you.
Yeah, dude, that was absolute karma. I said, nope, I'll never do that again.
Hope you learned your lesson, pal.
I gotta tell you what.
Peasants.
I am peasants.
I gotta tell you what, and I mean this. If you guys somehow the music doesn't make it go into comedy. You guys are funny.
Yeah, or please have a podcast because you guys are.
Yeah, definitely. You guys need a podcast.
Hey.
Definitely.
Yeah, we've got the mediocre equipment at least.
Yeah.
No.
We're definitely mediocre. You're right with us. We're definitely mediocre.
Oh, I think you guys are a good few steps ahead of a lot of people.
And
Oh,
we
Christ.
also should probably not lag out of the podcast during it too.
You gotta-
That might help.
Get a better connection.
Happens to
Yeah.
us all. Don't feel bad. Happens to us all the time. And we pawn it off as the magic of live. But you know what? We wouldn't want to do it any other way, guys. And it's as you know, being musicians, when you're live, you get one crack. That's it. You're up there playing. If you goof up, hey, and you make a joke out of it. We do it here. We get one shot. We do it live because we love the immediate reaction. And if we screw up, we apologize, but we'll come back stronger 5 minutes later, as we did tonight. And you guys really salvaged it and made it great. Now, we've kept you like a lot longer than normal, but we had a blast. We definitely want to invite you back when
Yeah,
a few
we'd
more
love to be
songs
back.
come out. And,
With the whole band too.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Tonight they were like, we'll let the two OG members take to this one.
all right.
We'll just
Play a
watch
few shows
you
first.
guys crash and burn, and then we'll think about it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, the more guys in the same room, the little more work it takes. So,
Yeah, I've seen that
Yeah,
with some like podcasts I listen to and watch. I'm like, yeah, it's so maybe this wasn't the worst first go.
no, it's actually, you guys were
Great.
phenomenal. We really appreciate it. And there you go. More people saying you guys absolutely killed it. You got new fans.
No, that's Alex. That's our drummer.
Alex.
All right.
Thanks,
Well,
buddy.
listen, you're supposed to make the
Thanks for
people
support.
watching for the first time like, oh, look at these people. He bit me. Oh, okay. Well, we got like a little lover spat in the middle of our
Okay.
comments there, but they're both great artists also. Rain is in a terrific band, Burden of Guilt. They're going to be coming to Dobbs in a few weeks. And maybe if you
sweet.
guys are free, come on down to Dobbs. We're going to make a party out of it and maybe meet some new musicians and, just conglomerate. And that's the way we'd like to see it, supporting each other. 'Cause that's the way it's got to be. Philly,
Hell yeah. Text us that
And-
date.
real quick. Oh, yeah, I'll get you the date. Absolutely. Real quick, in your opinion, because we love to ask this. Philly scene, community or competition?
From what we've seen, I think more community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we have come across very few bands that are like actually snobby and like
there's been
trying to get a leg up.
There's been a dickhead every now and then, but like no, for the most part,
Dude.
it's people that are just like there to support, and especially the one it's real when they go on before you and they stick around for your set, and like
Yeah,
we
that's
try and do
big.
that vice versa.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we found that definitely building up some good people out there.
I sure hope it stays that way too.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
key. And it's funny because at the Future Stars shows, Elena's like, I feel bad because like a band will go on and then run out. Like, what do I do to keep them around? I'm like, that's simple. Buy everybody a free beer.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
On the house.
Look at me like I was nuts. But do a little
I
something
would
to
stay
keep
for
people
that.
around.
That's
I would
not a
definitely
bad
say.
thing. Not a bad idea.
Another fan. Sick to see you
Dave.
guys on here. It's great having these
Dave.
guys on here. It definitely was.
Yeah.
The band is Stealing Society, everybody, and you can find them on Facebook at Stealing Society. Instagram is at Stealing Society Official. Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube. Watch some of the videos. They're absolutely awesome. Great song. We played one. We're going to play No Winner in a moment after you guys roll out. Got a new fan here in Minnesota, JD Wolf. He's over
Yo.
and he's a big music fan, and he really gets down with the great stuff. There's Rain again. Love the logo. We're going to try and get these guys down to check you guys out at Dobbs to see if we can link that up. Stealing
Hell yeah.
Society, guys, thank you so much for coming on.
No,
Thanks
thank
for
you, guys.
working through a little bit of a glitches, and we're going to do it again soon because, like I said, Jewel is a big fan. And like she said, she called out Alter Bridge. That right there blows my mind.
Jewel,
Sweet as night.
yeah, really, I love you from that alone. So thank you.
Hey, I mean, you got it. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate your time and coming on, and hope to see you live again real soon.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
we'll be excited to be back. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Have a
Thank
great
you.
night. The dudes from Stealing Society right here live on the O Show. And Jewel, you called it because you had said you want these guys. And, when we found them at the Future Star Show, they made a little joke like, we're not young kids. But it doesn't matter. They're, it's about the music and it's about just laying it out there. And, like, Sweeney's is, to me, I say this and people laugh. Sweeney's to me is like a Northeast Philly like legend for music, and the best that
is.
played there, the biggest
Yeah.
names that played there, and making that stage is pretty good when you're often starting. That's a pretty good stage.
No, it's a great stage. Like everyone plays there. Everyone still plays there. Like you'll see LeComp go there. You know what I mean? It's just a stronghold that's still holding on. You know what I mean? Like we've lost so many places, so it's good to see the revival of Sweeney's, and I enjoy going there. It's so. I mean, local to us, so it's great when it's not a far drive from you either. But when you bring in the talent, people are going to come, and these guys are just they blew the roof off. Like it's insane. They're so talented, and just like Strange Culture, like you bring in these bands, and people are going to show. If you build it, they will come.
I agree. They kind of remind me of each other. I'd like to actually kind of get something with the two of them
Yeah.
the same night, and that would be awesome. And you kids, Daddy's going to separate you in a second because they're over there biting each other during the
What are
program.
you guys doing? Oh
The
my!
funny thing is they asked to do a Wednesday night co-host spot. I don't know if I can put you two together.
I don't know.
I love them. I love Rain and Kinsey. You guys are awesome, and we love the guys from Stealing Society. You were going to play No Winner next.
Yes.
And I love this song because it's kind of down, then comes up, and it's such a great song.
EP so good.
Easy. The EP is great, and their original stuff is good. They do good covers too, but I like to try and talk about their stuff more than covers if possible.
Yeah.
But let's play it. It's not a video; it's just more of a still, but that's okay. It's about 5 minutes long, so it's a little bit of a longie, but it's definitely worth it. It is No Winner. Tonight's special guest, Stealing Society, right here on the Yo Show. One more tune. We'll be back shortly. What the heck am I doing with the screen? There we go. I'm horrible at this. Fire me. Or give me a production team. Anyway, here we go. Stealing Society, No Winner, right here on the Yo Show from the EP, All by Chance.
I'll take this moment to reflect upon my sins, my wrongdoings to you all. The good is always lost so easily, it seems, like its purpose is to fall. Just remember this is my home. I don't care what you think you are. And no matter what happens, no one can take that from me. But time and time again I misunderstood that when I try to do something right, it's no good. In my efforts to make a difference, 'cause people disapprove, but my stubborn heart tells me to make those moves. Take back what you said to me. You tell me that is the only cure. I can't change bad history. Let's screw it up some more. The time you go was a mistake. A beast inside you had a stick. Less enough control. Show you're superior. And I stand for this shit though. No longer will I let it go. One likes how I can't care less. But not of heroes who impress. Nobody approves of what I thought was right. Nobody approves. Nobody. Just measures again and the rules I've had to bend. I wanna allow that was like to ascend. But my true goal in this fight is to find out fast again. As I found the winner in the end. with you I found, and dwelling memories that disgrace. And all the good I saw in you spitting out now replace. The chaos stuck here in our lives, I blame no one will compromise. A matriarchal bond is through, been broken since last breath she drew. The bloody fallout can't breath it transcends out us through the game. I question if it's what distress, and tread on with my palm free press. Nobody approves of what I thought was right. Nobody approves, and nobody adjusting the just again, and the rules I've had to bend. I wanna allow that life like to observe, but my true goal in this fight is to find out fast again, as I found no winner in the end. Adjusting the just again, and the rules I've had to bend. I wanna allow that life like to observe, but my true goal in this fight is to find out fast again, as I found there's no winner in the end.
Oh, bring that 110% home. Get that GoDaddy out of there. Stealing Society, no winner. I tell you what, we're winners. Everybody that logged in and watches either live or on the recording afterwards, you're a winner for checking out Stealing Society. Joel Tatey hit me with it.
Oh my God. I mean, I think it speaks for itself. That EP is just so good. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Go listen to it. Spotify. I got it on my Spotify. I also love Mia Bella. That's such a pretty song. And I forgot to ask them about it because it's a softer song, but it still rocks. You know what I mean? They shred, and his voice is so strong, and they're just a solid, great band.
I gotta tell you, I absolutely love Sebastian in the house. What is up? And we thank him for saying hello. We say hello back to him. Jewel, you got to meet the whole family. You got to meet the whole gang and get you acclimated because Jewel is, we're family, man. We are the 50-50 here. That is the Yo Show. And we joked around a couple weeks ago about I'm the host, co-host, but it's a family thing, man. It's like we've become like family. We've become like good friends, and, we think the world of one another, and I respect all Jewel's work. And it gets, Jewel, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot or over-compliment you, but nights like tonight just comes out to pull a band like Alter Bridge. Blows my mind. Because number one, I think they're absolutely amazing. Miles Kennedy is one of the best, in my opinion. And to hit him with that, and he's blown away because people have told him that, and he's flattered by the fact that getting props like that. So, again, well done. Your ear is gifted. I always say that.
Yeah, I mean, he wears a shirt, but when you sound like Miles Kennedy, you sound like Miles Kennedy, You just have that thing. Also, Volbeat is one of my favorite bands, and Michael, and you can hear it on the last track, just the oh my God.
Here
What's
I
it
am
called?
complimenting, and then she blows it. No,
I know. The trails. What is it called?
don't make
In
me
the
cry, dude.
vocals. But you know what I mean. He's just got the makings of those two great, amazing singers. You know what I mean? That's why I said his voice is so strong, and you can see the influences, but the music is uniquely theirs. So EP's great. I can't wait for more music and to see the new bandmates and just see how that melds and see them perform live.
Absolutely. I agree. And to I mean, honestly, like, we joked around earlier, we had the top 5 that was GOATs, and I said talk show, and I said Johnny Carson. Like, if somebody came up to me and said, dude, you like Carson? I would be, like, blown away. So when you say Miles Kennedy to a singer, that's pretty massive. That
Yeah,
really
man.
is. Right?
I mean, it's true. And JD, that was really nice.
That really was, dude. And we love that you found us as well. And we love making your Tuesday and Wednesday. And Rain and Kinsey. And we love you guys. We love the fact that you share the program on your site and compliment us. And it means a lot, dude. And earlier, I was crying with laughter watching that press conference. I got a little tear of joy right now, too.
I'm just allergies. It's just strictly allergies. It's fine. Oh my God. Tonight is the last episode of Ted Lasso. I'm going to bawl my eyes out.
You
I
are,
can't.
and I've not even seen it.
Oh my God. And I say you are Ted Lasso, and that is a very high compliment if you watch a show, and you know. So you better watch a show.
I gotta watch the show. You got Joe, little Joeyisms going on there.
She's tuckered out on my bed.
Oh,
She
wow.
had a zoo field trip today, so she is
All right.
beat. She had fun though.
So let me try it.
Make
Go
sure
to
you hit that.
YouTube,
Make sure you hit that
the
subscribe.
subscribe button in the face, but don't break your screen. Don't do it. I'll come eat all your chips. I miss her. Aw.
No.
Trying to grow you guys. Let's go nationwide year show. I would love it, dude. I would absolutely love it. Like I always said, and it's funny, and Jules agreed. I would take my salary now to do this. Like I don't know.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, I would definitely take millions, but I would take
Yeah,
my salary now.
we'll
and
pay
do
bump
this.
never hurt.
Little bump.
We'll just get Joey to be our accountant, and we'll be fine.
Right? He's got it all figured out. We absolutely love it. Let's hit a topic or two. And first of all, for football fans out there, rest in peace to the late, great Jim Brown. Jim Brown was a legend in his time and a hulking of a man at running back when players weren't that big. So he was big and girthy and strong, and he just, plowed over defenses. But afterwards, he became an actor. He also became a big activist for the African American and just a lot of great things. Very smart man, a very talented man, and rest in peace, Jim Brown. Lived a long time, and one of the people that just was always intent of making a difference in the world some way, somehow.
Yeah, it's great when they use that and just want to help out, because so many people have the status, have the money, have the name, and then just don't do anything about it. So yeah, R.I.P. That's very sad.
Yeah, very sad for Jim Brown. One of the legends. Of course, a lot of people started saying, oh, my top 5 favorite running backs, and it all started going once Jim Brown passed. And you mentioned names, and a couple of them, the great ones have passed, like Walter Payton and Jim Brown. But Jim Brown, definitely a guy whose name will stick out in history for quite a long time. A congratulations to Ian Tangi. He was the latest winner of American Idol, the first one from a Pacific Island or Hawaii native to win American Idol. Pretty impressive, Jewel.
Yeah, that's really cool. I usually watch American Idol. I mean, I like to watch it when it's close to the end, but yeah, I really haven't been following. But yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, good for him. I haven't seen him play. You know what's funny? Chrissy came up to me and she's like, "Do you watch The Masked Singer?" And I'm like, "No."
I tried. It doesn't work.
And I love Robin Thicke, but please, like, it's just so corny. You know what I mean?
Right.
And she's like, "Well, this girl won. This girl, Bishop something." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Bishop Briggs?" And she's like, "Yeah, she won the whole thing." I'm like, "She's an actual singer, though."
Yeah,
and she's like, "Yeah, she was like the finale. Like she won. Like no one could guess who she was." I'm like, "It's Bishop Briggs."
Right, your
But
baby.
I'm like, damn, maybe I should watch The Masked Singer if Bishop Briggs is going to be on it.
We have had many an attempt to get Miss Bishop Briggs on the program. I will not quit until she shares her.
Chrissy's like, "I don't know who that is." I'm like, "Bullshit, you don't know who that is because I blare her music all the time."
And I tell you
we're
what,
neighbors.
again, getting back to that, when you talk about like your ear, and you mentioned like Lana Del Rey. No offense, it's just not right for me, and it's not no knock on her.
No,
But
it's
the
not
other
for a lot of
day-
people.
The other day I'm in the car and it's nice out. I got the sunroof open, the windows down, and I got Bishop Briggs like blasting in my car. I'm like, yes, like
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
She's very broad. I mean, she has some rockin' songs, and she'll take you to church. She has that like gospel, and her voice is just so ridiculous. She's an insane singer. That one that should have been
Really
my
is.
favorite singer.
I
I
like her a
love
lot.
Suzanne too.
Hair flowing. I appreciate.
Yeah,
it. Suzanne.
Suzanne Sundford, my favorite
Suzanne
Norwegian
Sundford,
songstress.
Beth Gibbons, Bishop Briggs. All right, so let's put them on.
Oh God, I don't know.
Five names come up, and I need you to pick it. You get to pick one that you want
Five?
to see. Yeah, I'm gonna put five, and I'm gonna name the five.
Oh.
You only get to pick one. Suzanne Sinford, Bishop Briggs,
Damn.
Lana Del Rey, Bruce Springsteen, John Denver. You get one.
Oh, shut up! I thought you were going to say Beth Gibbons.
Oh, did I forget Beth Gibbons? Or Springsteen?
Because
No,
I've
Beth
seen
Gibbons.
Denver. That was my first show. I've seen Springsteen. I've seen Lana, and I've seen Bishop Briggs. I haven't seen Suzanne or Beth, but I think it would be Beth. But of course, if I could bring John Denver back from the dead, I freaking love John Denver.
So I love and I already laid them out tonight with the press conference thing, so I might as well lay out their great comment too, because I always like to hit up the people right after.
These guys.
I'm like sensational guys, thank you. We had a blast. Dude, us two, you guys are dope. What up?
Aw.
We're definitely good to come back on again down the road. Please keep in touch and send us the date of the other group shows at Dobbs. We'll try to make it out.
Yeah.
And now Dobbs, once again, has new ownership, and I heard, Jewel, that the owners are linked to Alicia Keys. So they're linked to. So it might be a little more hip hop and R&B kind of artists, but they still want to keep the rock thing strong. Man, we got to get down there somehow and make like.
I love hip hop R&B.
I know you do. It's.
I love Alicia Keys. Can we get Alicia Keys?
Dude, I would give my left nut for Alicia Keys.
And
I'd like to have her on the show too.
Yo, I don't think there's a more. She's such a natural beauty. Like, she just rocks no makeup, like, all the time. Like, I'm just in awe of her. And her voice, obviously, and her piano playing. But, yeah, I love her. That was my appreciation for Miss Keys.
I do love me some Miss Keys. Alicia Keys, if your name.
I wish she was still with them. Oh, no, she was with Swizz Beatz. I like them. I like them both.
I like Swiss Beats.
He's good.
And I know it sounds strange for me to say. I like Swiss Beats, and they did a song with what's that other band? I can't think of it.
Oh my God! I was like on the verge of going to cheerleaders the other night. You don't even understand because I just
wait a minute, dude. We were on the guest list.
No.
Me and
I started texting.
you.
Yeah.
Me and Cassie got on the guest list. So Ludacris played Cheerleaders Philly the other night, and I'm telling you, I was like. What do you want to do, Cass? It was our honeymoon. We went to dinner. So
Your honeymoon?
Anniversary. That's how psyched up I am.
It was your honeymoon.
It's your anniversary, so you're already hyped.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like,
let's go strip club.
Right. And she's like, Ludacris. And my buddy's like, it's $30 a head. You're on the list. I'm like, we're on the list. So we're on the list. And it's Luda. And we didn't go. Because
you didn't tell me there was a list, Jeff.
He messaged me and said
I was too far out at that point.
600 people.
God damn. Yeah.
600 people.
I love Ludacris though.
So do I. I really wanted to go and I said to Cassie, it was so funny. I'm like, maybe God will show us a sign. So I sneak my Apple Music and I hit Ludacris. I'm like, oh my God, this just came on shuffle. And she's like, okay.
Yo, and it's so weird you said that because I was, on my way to the Phillies game and I'm at a red light and I'm in the back seat because I wasn't driving. And I was just like looking at cheerleaders. I'm like, huh. And then you said that. I'm like, that's pretty weird because I was literally stopped over.
It's absolutely wild. And I heard he killed it, but like I said, there's like 700 people and cheerleaders. That just doesn't work, dude. That's
Yeah.
packed.
I'll tell you what, I had the best Phillies seats of my life I ever had. I was right behind the Phillies dugout.
They were great seats,
Woo.
dude. I was happy for you. I love when you get out and do, because you're a great mom and you're great and you're always working or momming, and I love when you get out and do your thing. That's awesome.
And I felt so bad Joey couldn't come, but I got to go with my mom, and she is the biggest Phillies fan, and she had a great time, and we got to see Schwarber hit a home run. Like it was really cool. I had a lot of fun.
Because I do enjoy going down, and like as rough as they've been lately, I still like going down to the game, and I have a great time with that. And I love my local teams, even when they break our heart.
Yeah,
JD
that
Wolf
was a
said
good
today-
game to make, though.
Oh, definitely, absolutely. You picked a good one.
Yeah.
JD Wolf reminded me, FDS band, of course. They've been on the
Ooh.
show before, and my absolute
job.
love. Hopefully, my wife's not watching, but Francesca Destruct, my girl, I would leave my wife for. She's the lead singer of the FDS band. They're dropping a new single. It's out today. It's absolutely amazing. So we're excited for them. We're going to bring them back. And Francesca said, if you want to do a Tuesday, let's do a Tuesday. This way, Jewel can get. I hate when Jewel misses the big ones. Like the fact that Jewel wasn't there for Nailbite broke my heart. The fact that we're there for FDS man breaks my heart.
I know.
It hurts, man. It absolutely hurts.
Hurts me. What are you?
It hurts.
I'm the one that hurts.
I don't know. It hurts me. Like even Molly Rennick the other night was terrific last Wednesday, and she's so beautiful but so sweet too, and nice. And talking about the music, we had a great time with her, and of course, Living Dead Girl. They got the thing going on for the van. I put up my 25 hours. I'm going to get a signed picture. I'm very excited. But,
Yo, she's so cool. Yeah, I am definitely. I was
super cool.
sad I missed her.
Did you listen to the EP with the?
Oh,
with the
yeah.
cover? Oh my God, it's so good. So good.
Did you see the documentary?
No,
Britt-
no, I have
Brittany?
not. Let's talk because
I watched it.
I've been hearing a lot. And give me the rundown because I've been hearing some really bad things about it.
I don't know what's so bad about it because it's all her posts. Like they compiled all of her posts, so it's literally like, and it's a couple. I don't know. For some reason I trust Dr. Drew. Like he kind of knows what's up. He's dealt with like all of the crazies of Hollywood, and he's just, making observations. It's just professionals making their. One is Paul Anka, and he's just whatever, but. But Dr. Drew, I kind of
What?
trust.
Paul Anka.
Yeah, he's like, I believe Brittany can make a lot of money. Put your head on my shoulder. But no, it's just all like what has happened. Like it's not diving deep. It's just like damn.
Okay.
And it's a lot of like what her kids said about her, and she just needs to stop posting. The one girl put it in a way that we can understand. They're like, yeah, thanks.
A little bit.
It's my impression for the night.
You sound like Miles Kennedy. Joe, you sound like Paul Anka.
Thank you so much. Thanks. But the one girl said, like, look, Brittany is new, fresh face to social media. She's doing what we would have done if we were dabbling with social media before. The only difference is she has, no filter, and she has millions of followers. So it's like kind of a lose-lose because she
Yeah.
just posts whatever.
And it magnifies, I'm sure, to a great deal. And like, when the millions of people watch us, people are like, Jeff, like, what are you talking about? I know, like even our show, like I've had friends and family members like, dude, like the things you say, and I'm like, to me, it's not really a big deal. It's almost like knee-jerk reaction, being ourselves, but people just dissect everything,
And you got to be careful, like you do.
Yeah.
We have to be careful on here. I know it's live, and that's scary. We could say whatever, and we'll be canceled tomorrow. But yeah, they just have a. But she, she needs a rest.
She needs me, and I love you, Brittany. And I'm, watch
Her
what I
dude,
say.
her dude is no good. He's like delusional. He's an enabler.
This is a great picture. You'll appreciate that. I just saw this on Facebook. HR reminding me I can't saw people in half.
Oh my God.
That's great.
Dude,
that
he's
is-
doing it.
He really
so
is. And I would love to have him.
Happy for him.
Oh, so George Pell changed the time of the event. Oh, 9:30 p.m. now for the emo night, Sean. I
Oh,
gotta work the
shit.
next day. He
I
put
gotta
it
work the next
9:30.
day. What the hell? We both have off tomorrow and then we work Saturday, right? Me and you?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute, isn't it?
Sucks.
It does.
I mean, I'll just die at work Saturday, I guess.
So my question: what are we doing tomorrow?
I know. Joey has a little concert. She has a little
Oh,
concert, and then she has dance, of course.
that's
So,
cute.
yeah, Wednesday nights are still filled.
I
but-
feel you.
I can't believe it's like summer already, though. This is
I
insane.
know. It's been nice out. Last couple of days were really nice, and I go to work in the morning with like this like kind of windbreaker jacket they give us, like an over, and by like noon it's like off. And-
Jeff's with his members only jacket, with his, what are they called? The reflective sunglasses.
Oh Jesus, what were they called? Like
Looking like
chips.
Eastbound and Down. What was his name?
Orchestrada. Calling sick. You know what? You can't on a Saturday. In the
You
car
can't on a
business-
Saturday.
In the
Mm-mm.
car business, you absolutely cannot call in sick. That's like death.
Nor the pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, I work one Saturday a month, and that just happened to be.
It always is the way it works.
Yeah.
The Foo Fighters have tapped drummer John Freeze to be doing sort of touring gigs, of course, taking the place of the late Taylor Hawkins. A lot of people are big on this. Freeze has been around a long time in the music business. A lot of people are very happy for this decision. To me, it's, and I don't want to disrespect, especially if Rain's still watching, don't hate. The drummer is replaceable in an aspect of, okay, the drumming may not be the same, but kind of behind the scenes, it's replaceable. Am I right here?
Not if you're George Pal.
Well, besides, wow, Jesus Christ, besides George Pell, yes, of course.
But yeah, well, I don't know. It's the heartbeat. It's, so people rely on you to. I just think if you don't mesh well, then it's not going to happen. So
Right. and that's the thing.
everyone is important. Everyone has a part to play.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, but we feel like, oh, you changed the lead singer, it's not the same. Oh, you changed the guitar, it's not the same. You don't really hear that a lot about the drummer, but you don't see a lot of drummer changes either. That's a little more abnormal, and especially because like everybody now is all about, oh, Taylor and he died, and it's not the same, and
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. All right, Bruce Springsteen, for example, he used to have a drummer, Vinny Mad Dog Lopez. And when I went to see him at Citizens Bank, the B Street Band actually played with Vinny. And obviously now Max Weinberg is Springsteen's drummer in the E Street Band. So in the middle of the concert, he brought Vinny on. And it was just a different, like, tone almost. You know what I mean? It's a different feel. It's a different vibe. Max is very, he's like super technical. But he,
jazz style.
right,
drummer,
like
yeah.
that late night kind of thing. While Vinny's like, they call him Mad Dog, like he's Wild Man. So it's a different sound.
I guess they're right. The different sound, like, Max is more that conventional. Ugh. And this was part of my problem drumming the three fingers. Hold down.
You look like my brother.
I know. I'm like, it's terrible. And they talk about John Bonham and his son Jason. They said Jason used to just two-handed and learn. He was just like pounding on shit.
Mhm.
And John eventually taught him like, the ins and outs, and he became a long-time drummer. I don't see Jason as legendary. I think he's a drummer. He holds his own. He's decent. But John was like one of a kind. And when I went to take drum lessons, the first thing the instructor said is, no Zeppelin, you're not ready for it. Everybody wants to play John Bonham. Wait. I'm like, So, of course, I'm like Guns N' Roses went right to Steven Adler. But,
My dad said, because he was taking lessons back in the back when. So he's like, everyone wanted to learn Wipeout. And it's so fast, you know what I mean? But Yeah, he said his drum teacher, maybe that was my sister, he used to sit in like a 2x4 room and like chain smoke cigarettes. Like, go ahead, betting on races.
Let me hear it, doll. It was weird because like mine would videotape me. And I'd watch myself back like,
oh no.
And I'm like, I look like the little wind-up monkey. Like,
Jeff in his members only jacket.
What is in that members only jacket?
Dude, I only took ever
Piano
piano lessons. Piano lessons were so creepy
That's
back in the
hard.
90s because you
Ooh.
had to go to like an old lady's house. They give you
She
stale
make you like a-
cookies.
She make you a cheese sandwich and she had a stale cookie.
Ugh. I had one I didn't like at all, and I had one that was really sweet, and she had like a grandma house. She was very nice.
Oh, a grandma house. Like
Yeah.
crickety crick. Oh my god. That's funny though, but his like the drum instructor was at like his house. He had a nice house in Yardley, and his whole downstairs was like just drums everywhere. And then one night he had like a not really a recital, but he had like a jazz night. He had a couple of artists come and play guitar. The guy played drums, and it was really cool. And he was a good dude. I just wasn't feeling it. And he even said, he's like, "What's with your feet? Like I'm too footed. Like I just couldn't." And he kept like,
It's
I
so
would
hard.
watch-
It's just so
It
difficult.
is. And like I would watch, like I'm up here, and he's looking at my feet the whole time, and I'm like, he's like, "What is with your feet?" And I'm like, I can't.
My brother actually was a drummer in a band. Like they did shows and stuff back in the 90s. But like my dad, when he was trying to teach me, he just had me like the snare and a hi-hat and foot pedal. And we just like went through every record on Abbey Road. So every time Abbey Road comes on, I'm like, but yeah, I just don't have it, man. Like I don't have the left hand. I don't have the left hand for piano. Like some people just got it, and I'm just a fan.
And it's funny because my wife's like, "Oh, you've got a good ear. Like when you drum on the steering wheel." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that's the steering wheel. I don't have to change nothing. I don't have to move my feet." It's tough. Credit.
You don't
to
have
the
to be
drummers.
perfect.
Credit to the drummers, the Rain Sparkles of the world, the George Pals. Drumming
Yes.
is difficult, and I adore drumming. I love it, but I suck at it also. 35 years later, we talked about this the other night. They're still going strong. The Simpsons will premiere their 35th season this September. Whispers about it coming to an end, but no end in sight. Jewel, The Simpsons, we talked about before, 35 seasons.
Good. Keep it going.
Right? I'm all right for stupid humor.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy just catching it here and there. I always try to catch the Halloween episodes, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'll be sad when it's not around anymore. You know, it just came back. I think, is it on Paramount or something? But Beavis and Butthead, and
Beavis and
it's
Butthead.
so funny. Like, I love that. I crack up.
I tell you what, it's funny because I was a latecomer, and all my friends in high school were like, "Oh my God, Beavis and Butthead!"
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
it's dumb. Then I started watching. I'm like, "This is the funniest freaking show ever." And then I haven't seen the new episodes yet.
They're really good.
Yeah.
And now they watch like YouTube videos and they comment on like
Oh.
ASMR shit. It's so funny.
Oh, we gotta
It's
get
really
us
funny.
on there. Mike Judge got to get us on there. We gotta get
It's great.
critique.
I heard like he stopped because the Beavis voice like hurt his throat. Like,
Con
Julio, TB for my bunghole.
You got TV? I can't do it. I'm like, no.
I can't do it.
You're doing pretty good. Oh. Yeah. You did pretty good.
That was good. Hey, baby.
Chili burger, huh?
Oh man. Let's be Beavis and Butthead this Halloween.
Yeah, I would totally do it. I mean, I'm not. It could be the episode where I patch the beard on my face. Remember the one he glues the beard on?
Oh my
he
God.
glues hairs on it. Yeah,
We're gonna score.
That was good. Oh my God! Yeah, what was that? Oh, drums. Rain again, like. And I've
Yeah.
watched videos of Rain, and she freaking rocks it, dude. Like seriously, I can't wait to see you guys live. Very excited for that. We're gonna score.
Oh, the one they go to like one of those escape rooms. Gotta watch it.
I gotta watch it. You're doing pretty good. You got a good little.
You do too. We're funny here.
We're funny here.
The delicious dish.
Tuesday. What is that? You kind of like brought yourself up there, like, hey, baby.
Shwitty.
Did you catch it late, Jewel? And I know a lot of times, like, we talk about going back and watching ourselves. And I went back and watched last Wednesday with Molly Rennick because I didn't have a guest co-host. It was just me and Molly.
Mm-hmm.
And what I hadn't realized is I started to show like this. Like Molly's like right up on us. And I'm like,
I did see that.
Whoa! And she's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, you're like right there. She's like, yeah.
Like up close and personal.
Very. And I'm like,
And
oh,
then
God.
multiply that by like our screens. Like we're very small when we see each other. So like, yeah, when you have the TV and it's like all up in your face.
But you know what though? Jewel, Molly, and I can't have you swear stuff. I absolutely love it. Yeah, she was. And that was it. And JD said at the end, like, Molly was the co-host. And yeah, she more or less was. And she's great. Tomorrow night.
She's awesome. She's very cool.
She is. We got a good one tomorrow night. She just texted me, saying, I watched tonight. I'm going to be horrible because I'm an introvert. I've actually watched this woman for a long time. She's kind of a goth rock singer. She's super cool. It is Jadam Jah is going to be my guest tomorrow night on the program on Yo Wednesday. She's the guest. I don't have a co-host again. And she's like, I know, because like people are like, yeah, I want to do it. And then you line them up. But I have like a couple weeks worth lined up. And once the summer comes, if Jewel becomes free, you're going to see a double dose of Jewel too, because we love Jewel. But Jadam Jah tomorrow night, and she's like, dude, it's going to be horrible. I'm such an introvert. Like, I can't talk like that. I'm like, I'll get you talking. I love her, though. She's so cool. She's so one of a kind, man. Very unique, sexy. She's like a cool artist. Her music
She
is
looks
cool.
like Storm there.
She does, and there's a picture of her on her Facebook page as Storm. Very cool.
Oh, okay.
It was just World
Fitting.
Goth Day yesterday. How about that? I know, right?
Ah.
I totally planned that one.
Oh, speaking of goth, yeah, guess who just dyed their hair purple?
Who?
Well, Duck put like a streak in Joey's hair. I'm like, okay, that's enough. Man, it's coming. It's coming upon me, these teenagers. I'm just not ready for it.
It's going to knock you over. And,
Help
you
me.
know,
Help me.
And like I always say, and like Cassie agrees, like Joey's not like this timid little kid. Like she's personable and out there. So your hand's
Nope.
going to be full.
Yeah. It's
There
going
it
to be
is.
the
That's-
steamroller. Just,
She is.
you know, I'm just here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that works.
Very cool. Yeah, very cool. She's very cool. She's sexy. Her music is cool. That's tomorrow night. Very excited. She's happy. I'm trying to get her on for the last few years. And
But I will try to chime in and help you
thank you.
as much as possible.
Yeah, so we do have guest co-hosts for like a few weeks down the line and some great acts. Speaking of great acts, we got a lot coming here on the program. Let's run down a quick list of who we got coming on. Let me get to that list, of course, and I never changed it yet. It still says Modern Yesterday Civil Society. But anyway, next week, May 30th, we get back to the Impact performers. Rebecca Folsom is our
Yay.
scheduled guest on the 30th. Beatrice Kimmel and the great group over in Impact. June 6th, my good friend Timothy Stanton Dial, who I met out in Nashville. Great singer. June 13th, we go back to the Future Stars. Sunrise Cries, great young band and a young lady with awesome talent. Can't wait for that. June 20th, a duo, Mick and Maxie. Excited for them. June 27th, Thunder Pets. 4th of July comes, and then July 11th, at the moment, I'm told it's still a go. Jewel, you're going to see the geekiest of Geek Jeff on July 11th from Below Deck, the one and only Haley DeSola Pinto. I swear to God, I'm going to
Jeff needs a fanner that night.
Jesus Christ. I am in love. I'm sorry. July 18th, the great band Never Wake. Very cool. July 25th, the band Tulip. Nice little male-female mixed band there. August 1st, a horror actress, Amy Cote. August 8th, the one and only Mag Dillon. Very excited for them. Got to see them live. Awesome Virginia Beach band. August 15th is Modern Mimes. August 22nd, violinist Gina Corso. August 29th, you're one of our absolute favorite people in the entire world, from ladies who rock for a cause and her own band, a brand new album coming out as well. Sharon Leah comes to the program. We got more. we definitely have more, and I don't know where the heck I put them. Did I erase them by accident? Yes, I did. I know I didn't. September 5th, Jewel. This is a great one. One of our all-time favorite bands, the Glam Skanks. Well, their guitarist, Veronica Wickett, known as V, is now in a new band, Retra. She'll be on the show September 5th. And September 12th, another hot young band, the Awesome Dudes from Young Other, on the program. Super cool, Jewel. I can't wait. Just so much great stuff going on. Are you with us?
Oh yeah. I was just reading the comment. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Carl's
mean,
Love that.
we are going strong right into the summer. Like, this is insane. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited to get out again. And this Friday is going to be amazing. And man, just, yeah, more shows. And I would love to get to that Dobbs show as well. Dobbs
Yeah.
show. Dobbs show.
Dobbs-
I've been talking all day.
That's
Like,
enough.
yeah, sorry.
I'm excited, and I hate to pick out anybody other than another guest because they're all great. I gotta tell you, dude, Mag Dillon. It's August 8th. It's still a ways away, but Suzanne is super cool, and you're gonna love her. That's gonna be a great show. They are just awesome people, and it was so cool because when I was at Lovedraft, I'm standing there, and the first person I see walk in is Suzanne. I look, and I'm just like, I'm pointing at the shirt, and she's like, hey! She comes over and gave me a hug, and I was like on cloud nine, dude. I love her. I love that band. Really cool. Their song is Stress. That's like their big song, Stress.
Mm-hmm.
Play it, Joel, to become like your theme. It became Cassie's theme song. She listened to it at the gym. It is such a great song. It's called Stress. It's a great
Story of my life.
and it's so good, and it's a little raunchy on the lyrics, but it's great. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It'll be on the program. I tell you what, man, a few minutes left, and we have other topics, but I'm done with topics. You know why? Because I'm watching here, and I have us here, and I also have us on a big screen. I like to kind of look over. But after all these years, we're going on 6 years. 244 episodes, etc. And it's become so natural, like, hey, we're on a show, we're talking, and we're sharing these topics and opinions and everything, and people in the hundreds, sometimes the thousands, sometimes even as much as tens of thousands have watched us. Do you, at this point, ever look at it and you're like, me? Or are you at the point now where like, yeah, okay, this is what we do?
When I look at it, I'm just like mostly critiquing myself and thinking how bad I am. But like when I go out, like especially when I go out with you and like we see like everyone that watches the show and stuff, and people are like, oh my God, like I watch you and I see you do this. Or like I'll go to like a family party and people are like, oh my God, like what? You watch like you watch? And we have this like archive of amazing videos and us through the years and Joey through the years and just like how we've grown and like all the stuff we've been through. And yeah, changes and everything, and it's just like, damn, like it's a lot, and it's compiled. Hopefully we get to keep these videos forever.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just cool. You think, and I know whatever they are, but like I always like the Kardashians because they have like home movies like throughout the years. Like these are our like home movies with our favorite bands and our favorite people. So it's like a diary.
And that's a great way of looking at it. And for me, and I didn't even plan this, it just kind of came to my head, which we do a lot, which is great. But it's kind of like what has become a great friendship, almost like family ship, live for you people to see. Like you've seen me and Joel really, in honesty, heard us, watched us grow, I guess, more fond of each other and grow a bigger bond and have the kind of click where back in the day we're like, and you'd be like, and we do it at the same time, like, oh God. And
yeah, that was tough.
Right.
And we could see each other, but like no one else could see us. Right. So we're like,
you're pointing and like, you know. know?
It's very all over the place. So
And,
this has been I know, we might talk crap or whatever, but like this has been a great thing, like you said earlier, like just this live real time interaction, and then especially with like our LA people, our Nashville people, like we've had South America, London, like all over. So it's been great.
It really has, and a massive thank you as always. I say it 100 times, and every time I mention it to him, he's, you don't have to do that. It's just a thing. Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell, because he introduced me to this, and when we lost the studio and COVID broke out, we knew we had to keep going. And I reached out to Jimmy. I'm like, Jimmy, how do you do that thing where you're on screen together with Ron and the guest? And he's like, well, the site's called this, and this is how you do it. And it took a little bit of growing pains.
Yeah.
I didn't know it at first, and here we are, man, and it's freaking amazing. I love it. I love
think,
seeing Jewel on Tuesday nights. I love it.
Oh yeah, and just to go off of that, like I think one of the first the interviews I saw was the Glam Skanks. I'm like Jeff, like whatever they're doing,
Yeah, right.
we need to do this. Like
Yeah.
this is what we need to see them first and foremost, and then to see us would be pretty cool too. I mean, we're trying to be a podcast. Like this is like the where it's going. Everything's on YouTube, so we just have to get on board and. Yeah, we're a little late to the game, but whatever. We're here, and
I tell you what, we're not that late to the game because a lot of people that talk about having a podcast, or people that say like, "Oh, I want to get in the podcast game." Like, what site do I use? And like, honestly, video, anything that people can watch you, let them watch you. It's real. It's more like a TV show, and I don't even like calling it a podcast. I don't know why I feel guilty about that word. I call it webcast or show because it is like this is. Pretty much the same as watching something on TV. Without sucky Jimmy Fallon.
I feel like less and less people watch TV anymore. Like everyone just watches YouTube.
And I feel so guilty because every time any of my friends, any of them, male, female, like, I need something new to watch. I'm like, the O Show. And I always tag us and put our links up there. But yeah, man.
Yeah, and especially like the younger people. Like really, they don't. No, they don't watch shows anymore. It's like who's on YouTube, like, and that's just where it is now. I'm curious to see where it's going to be like 5-10 years down the line, but this is like, where it's at. I do love Twitch though, and I love like if we can incorporate like the gaming aspect. I love Melissa's Paint Corner. I would love to do something like that. I paint as well, so it's like, just incorporating everything and. Will be the network, the Stoop or something network.
Stoop or something network. I love it. But yeah, like even like my nephews, like they're here for a short time, like they're on a tablet or on a phone and they're watching YouTube or playing the game. And Tuesday nights come upstairs like, wow, you're like famous. Okay, like thanks. But they watch, and to them, this is like fascinating. And it's fascinating to me. It's fascinating to have guests come on, and from the Stealing Societies to the Haley, the Solar Pintos, to the whoever comes on this program. Like, it's a massive deal to us. And when you get guys like people like J.D. Wolf, who has become like one of our heart and soul, and he's like, dude, I'm so glad I found you. Like, this is Tuesday, Wednesday nights to me, and. Yeah, as soon as I get off the air, I'm going to cry. I really am. I'm going to cry because I'm like blown away by that. I absolutely love it. And don't forget to check us out tomorrow night. And even like dudes like this, like the Happy Hour pod, I got to be a guest co-host on their show. And we're probably going to have the guys on here sometime. And, you link with them. You share the same likes. Bring them on. Share each other's stuff. The way musicians need to share each other's stuff a little bit more.
And go follow Stealing Society right now and put them on your playlist.
Please do. Jules a fan, and if Jules says it, it means it because
it's Jules certified.
Jules got that urge. Real quick, I do want to thank the people at the Moist Collective. I almost forgot tonight. One of our good sponsors, my good friend Jim Hutton, and his. What happened?
Sorry, go ahead.
Our great line of beard products. The Moist Collective. Get 20% off right now by using the code YOSHOW20, www.rumoist.com. Shipping throughout the United States. Locally made, awesome beard products. I'm dying to find out what George just freaked out about. Go ahead, Jewel.
I'm really sorry. I was supposed to plug something, but I was so late and so ill-prepared that I totally forgot. But we had a baby shower this week for my niece, and my little cousin just started her own business, this cookie business, and she is starting to get into like local Philadelphia bakeries. These cookies were phenomenal. I would love to plug it next week. Let me just get the
Not
name
only,
of.
not only plug it, Jewel, but I want to do this. Let me find out how to get the cookies, and I will do one of my Sunday reviews on Twitch.
Yes,
I'll do it
yes.
blind,
Let's
but I haven't
do that.
tried 'em.
You have to order. Yeah, we ordered a ton for the baby shower, and the entire tray, it was like 60 cookies. They got eaten in like 2 seconds. My little cousin Riley. So yeah, we will definitely plug that. And if you're ever looking for cookies for an event or for your bakery or for anything, oh my god, they were amazing. There was chocolate chip and white chocolate chip and macadamia and snickerdoodle, and yeah, I'm like, Riley, like I'm gonna blow this up on my show. So next week we'll have a logo and the whole
Riley.
shebang.
But we will. Like I said, let's try to score some, and we'll have some on the show. Like I said, I'll do that Sunday thing where I review them, and I will be brutally honest, like I was with.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can. Yeah. But Sweets by Rye. Sweets by Rye. Let me just get you a logo real quick on here. But it's very, yeah. Go follow her. It's so cute. Can you see that? Kind of. Yeah. Rye,
Yeah.
R-I-I. Sweets by Rye. Go follow her on Instagram and order some cookies. You will not be disappointed. I am like a cookie connoisseur. Cookies are my jam. And this is
Cookies are my jam.
top
I'm
cookies
pumped.
I've ever tried.
Do they ship?
Amazing.
Or we don't know?
Yes. Ships everywhere.
Wow.
Yep.
JD, you got beard wash to buy, T-shirts to buy, cookies. No.
Cookies. Oh, we gotta send Lydia on it too, because
Yes.
I know Lydia loves her cookies.
When the next round of shirts come up, JD's getting a shirt.
Yes.
I gotta get the shirts. But that's about it for tonight. And congratulations to Riley. Riley.
Riley. Mm-hmm.
Riley. Congratulations to Riley. That's awesome. And go out and get it. I'm telling you, man, just go get it in life. And it doesn't make a difference if people already do it. Make it better. Like
Make
people are like,
it
"Oh,
better. Make it the best.
Make it
And
the
then
best.
you know what?
Why
And
not?
she like, you know, she's so talented and got her right in the bakeries. Like, this is what you got to do. When you have it, when you have great product, when you have great music, people will come. If you build it, they will come.
Absolutely, and we have built the Yo Show, and several people do come in the hundreds, sometimes in the thousands. We need to be in the millions. Daddy needs to retire. No, I'm kidding. Massive thank you to Stealing Society tonight. You know, Jewel said coming in, these guys are going to be great. She nailed it. They were perfect. Great night tonight with them. A lot of fun, funny, great music. Check it out right now. The links are still down the bottom. Instagram is Stealing Society Official. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Check it out. Stealing Society. And we come back next week with another great artist, Rebecca Folsom. Don't forget to check us out tomorrow night. And one of my lovely crushes, Jadam Shah. I do kind of love her. I don't want my wife to hear it, but it's true. Great night tonight, Joe. I absolutely had a blast. Thank you to everybody who tunes in and watches. JD and Rain and Kinsey, and thanks for keeping the comment section boiling. We love it, man. You guys are like part of the show. Couldn't do it without you. But Joel, before you got here, JD told me to make sure I thank last week's guest, and he keeps me in line.
Good on you. Good on
He
you.
keeps me in line. He wants a producer job. I got news for you though. There's no money in it.
Yeah. You could produce. You'll get credit. Just not payment.
Yeah, perfect. And after all these years, Jewel, I'm still madly in love with this find. It is what fire cannot burn. It's St. Ricketts at www.strickett's.com. Jewel Tatey found it. She goes, these guys want to know about this song. What do you think for the theme song? And I said, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not trying to, pat your fanny. This is great. Fanny? Did I say fanny instead of fanny? Pat your fanny. Like, this is great. I don't need money. My man, let's make everybody famous. God damn it. Everybody deserves to be famous.
Pat a Fanny. Good night.
You coming down? You coming down? Henry got halfway and stopped. Henry and Hannah hate being on the program. They really do. But anyway, St. Ricketts is the band. We love them. Jewel, another great find by Jewel. And St. Ricketts with Fire Cannot Burn, www.stricketts.com. We're going to get out of here. We will see you next Tuesday with Rebecca Folsom. I will see you tomorrow night with Shadam Shah and a mystery guest co-host to be named later, or 8 o'clock, and I will just be me. Have a great night, everybody. Good night, Joe Katie. Bye. Love you, Joe Katie.
Was it truly blessed and the taste of it poison deeper than you know? Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring salt into the wound, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot, searching for something, destined for nothing, losing composure over and over. Truly bliss if the taste of it poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So